Hello everyone, Professor Prinny here, and today I'm here to play some East 9 Monstrum Nox. Last time we finished, we gone through the quarry, fought one of those stone sentinel things as the mid-boss, found a point where we can freely switch between, mostly freely switch between the prison adult and Crimson King Adol, in hopes to just in a way so that they unintentionally help each other progress on their path in the Jillian mines. And by the end of it all, Chatelard and Aprilis met for the first time, and then Chatelard just straight up kills Aprilis. Very surprising. And Marius and Prison Adol escape, but as soon as Adol makes it to the Dandelion, Marius reappears again and knocks out Prison Adol. Clearly, Marius has some ulterior motives behind that. He could be the mutual acquaintance between Chatelard and Aprilis. But we shall have to see soon enough. Anyways, game window on. Why isn't the game appearing? There we go. There we go. Wonderful. So, I'm assuming there's no more Prison Adol shenanigans. It's just going to be the current Adol we're controlling from here on out.
Adol, I'm ready and I'm ready and raring. Let me come back anytime.
Yeah. Bye-bye. See you later.
So yeah, pretty much most of the characters are down now. Oh, and there's no customers in the Dandelion right now, huh?
Adol. Come back anytime.
Oh yeah, after all that, Doll, what was it? Doll basically screamed and collapsed, then followed by Adol afterwards. And yet, Chatelard still let the monstrums go. Anyways, Dogi, what request do you have for us? I'm out of ideas. As if the knights alone weren't enough to deal with. Hey Adol, this was on the bulletin board, but I'll get you up to speed if you missed it. So Margot left a letter before disappearing without a word. We think that the Resistance is planning something. I was just on my way to talk it over with Parks. It'd be great if you could join us, but only if you have time to spare. Oh, it's my problem too, so I'll join you. Adol, you're a real pal, you know that. Alright, meeting's about to start. Can always use another head to pitch in.
I can't believe they would choose now of all times to start their resistance. What are you doing, Margot?
Or maybe it's because it's the perfect time. They're hitching a ride in the Knights' Rebellion. Romans won't know what hit them. Letting that old hag run free really bit us in the ass, huh?
I guess it did. I do not believe that Margot is the one who is instigating this plot. I spoke to her at length about the burglaries in the Noble District. I investigated myself and discovered that the internal structure of the Resistance is muddled. After Margot was in prison 3 years ago, the younger members seized the helm in secret. The recent thefts and scams have been a part of what they call public awareness campaigns. Their objective was to accumulate capital and purposefully imprison themselves to release Margot. So they committed those crimes knowing full well that they were going to be caught. That's what it's like when you've got something to believe. They're brewing up something big, so that would be well within the realm of possibilities. I wonder if Margot is trying to stop them. That's what I'm hoping. She did lead the resistance against the entire Roman army 3 years ago. Maybe if I tag along, I'll get to taste some action. The city's already in a panic. We need a diplomatic solution. The last thing we need right now is to mar our relationship with Rom. The Knights' Revolt has already begun pulling a precarious thread for Glia. And we've got more than one reason to stop this. But how are we supposed to do that? We had no idea where they're hiding, and we don't know what their plans are. Actually, we might. Margot was kind enough to leave a trail of breadcrumbs for us. These locations may be of interest to you. Visitor's Kiosk at the main gates, Back Alley Pub in the Central District, and Old Timer at the Main Square Baths. Oh, right. The last chapter, they were all, the Resistance were talking to the people there. These are all places where the Resistance may be? It's too soon to know for sure. Only way to find out is by going ourselves. Sorry for putting you guys up to this. Just do what you can, even if it's just dropping by. We'll be on the lookout for intel. Nod. And there we go, quest Peril of the Bells accepted. Alright, up we go.
Hey.
Wow, indeed, there's barely any customers in the Dandelion.
Addle dear. Anything catch you? Come go get 'em out there, darling.
Okay, what? Oh, okay, we only got 2 requests. Client M, Marco. The following 2 solicitations were posted in private away from the eyes of the average person. Time is drawing nigh. The bells of freedom have finally begun to toll. Any objections? Do something about it then. M. And then Dogi adds a little addendum at the end. And then finally, Dr. Saradi. And this time it's the treasure she's been looking for.
No.
Hello there.
Oh yeah, let's show parts of the map.
Let's see.
Yay!
Well,
We
now.
got rewards.
I'd like...
A full potion and the recluse formula.
Hello there.
Call for me whenever you like.
Oh, well, at least Professor Valen's still here. Though then again, if someone's still working on the graffiti, he basically needs to be around. Anyways, no, that was a formula, not a rubric, so let's head on out. Oh, wait, wow, is that a new shop? There's a new shop? Huh, interesting.
how about the other areas? No. Right, so let's get the... Actually, let's start off in the agricultural district.
Well, take as long as what? Come back soon.
Nope,
you hear?
nothing new here. Okay, that's the agricultural district done. Main gates. Miss, do you have the 5s? Nope,
Oh,
still on the
come again,
4s. Okay.
Is this all for Glia?
Are you hurt anyone? Even minor scratch. Nope, must take better care of yourself.
Oh, there's the stall. Oh right, we should build up the Nox gauge while we can as well.
Consume them! Yeah! Slaughter them!
And that didn't go well. Oh well.
What's gotten into those?
Let's have a look at this shop.
Come on in. Can I help you find anything?
Oh, we could buy the cheese from here.
Not gonna come again soon.
Not like we need these. And that was the last shop
Urbanite's really
we need to get for the achievements of visiting all the shops. Alright, first off. Hello there, tourism guy. Hey there, dudes. Welcome to the visitors kiosk. Huh? Wait, where's the usual guy? Isn't it usually Alex's shift right about now? Who can say, dude? I just called up to fill in. It was pretty out of the blue. Guess they just couldn't get a hold of him. And this was supposed to be my day off, too. Like, give me a break, dude. Literally. Sorry to hear that. Does this mean what I think it does? Has anything been off with him lately? Off? Well, actually. Now that I think about it, yeah. This guy's been stopping by the kiosk a lot lately. Looked like a shantytown resident. Never seen him myself, but he seemed to be an acquaintance of Alex's. Apparently they kept talking about some sort of preparations for something. Alex seemed kinda against it all, kept asking if the guy was really going through with it. Must be some birthday party they're planning, huh, dude? Wonder whose it is. But, Glia's. Going by the note we got, this likely has something to do with the Resistance. They must have been talking about the preparations for making their move today. Doesn't that make Alex one of their members? I had no idea. Although from the sounds of it, it looks like Alex is against this whole idea. And one working right by the main road too. Guy's got guts. Are we done here, dudes? I've kinda got a job to do. Oh, right. Sorry about that. Thanks for your time. Can we still give in the landmarks? Yes, we can. And that's another formula. And Dr. Saradi is, where is she again?
What's all this commotion?
What's the button for the map again? Nope, not that one. Fine, we'll go from here. Region map, there we go. Okay, we can't really go out of Balduke just yet. Okay, right, Saradi's by the prison. Alright, we'll focus on one thing at a time. We'll do the Bells of Freedom first.
Leave it to me!
My turn.
Hey, a defense elixir. Wonderful.
Is this all for Glia? Leave it to
My
me!
turn.
What's gotten into those knights?
Alright, let's see.
How's
You
it
got any
going?
gifts
Oh,
here?
come
Nope.
back soon.
Any new items? Any new items? Oh, Maxim's not here still. Huh. Huh? That's weird. Isn't this Maxim's usual spot? Oh, there he is. Oh, it's you all. Got some business with me? Or are you looking to cut a deal? We were just wondering if we could take a look at your wares? Fine by me, take your pick. But make it hasty, I'm a busy man. And a considerably nimble one at that. Guys, more than meets the eye, that's for sure.
It's you. You need it? I got it.
And yep, we do have a new gift, and we need a soul spar.
You need it? I got it. You got a good eye? That's it you saw. Nothing.
Alright, new recipe for the dandelion, let's hand that in. First off, let's buy that soul spar from
Mais oui,
Morhaban. How are you?
as you wish. This one, no? Au revoir.
Hey! What do you want to make?
Alright, how many more soul spars we need in total? That's 2, 4, 6, 8 soul spars and 2 sacred branches.
That should do it. Good work out there.
Oh, oh, state your desire.
Okay, we've got a good amount, and then 2 sacred branches.
A bientôt.
Alright, let's max out
Sure thing.
these
What do you
ritual
wanna make?
relics.
Leave it to me. What do you? Let's. That's a wrap. Let's. What do you? That should do it.
Oh, whoops, it was sacred
Good work out
branches.
Oui. As you wish. Au revoir.
Okay, there we go. We're now poor
Sure
again.
thing. What do you want to make? Let's. That should do it. Good work out there.
And there we go. That's all the ritual relics maxed out. Alright, recipe. Let's hand that in.
Anything catch your eye?
Alright, let's make 2.
Bicycling, go get 'em out there, darling.
Okay, we'll make our way to the cathedral in a bit.
There they are. Slaughter them!
Hello there, Perry. I wonder if Gaston will be okay. Is something the matter, miss? You look a little down. Oh, you're all from the Dandelion, right? I'm just griping about one of my regulars, this guy named Gaston. He showed up last night just before I closed up shop. Told me it might be his last time there before paying off his tab and walking away. That does make you wonder. Doesn't it? Come to think of it, there was a rumor he got tangled up in some incident recently. He hasn't shown up
ever since. Not until last night, that is. Gaston. That's the name of that thief who targeted the Noble District warehouses. That's right, the one who got away in the end. Did Gaston say anything else to you? Well, not to me directly, but he did mumble some stuff as he was leaving. Things like, this'll show those Romans, and can't let it get down. Whatever that means.
It's a bomb! It's a bomb! Sounds like a good old 5th of November right there. But with what he's already done, it sounds like we've hit the mark.
Taking Margot's intel into account, it's best we assume he's playing a big part in all of this. Still, just like Margot, we've got no idea where he actually is. Listen, Gaston's from the shantytown. He's had more than his fair share of fights with Romans, but he has his good sides too. He's looked out for me ever since my husband died. I don't know what he's up to, but could you do something for me if you happen to see him? Just tell him to think before he acts, that's all. Of course we will.
Please, looking for anything specific?
In the meantime, we could replenish on our black
I
fig
hope
stock.
to see you again soon. Capillaries! Leave it to me!
What's all this commotion? Needs early bird gets the worm.
Let's see. Weapons wise, these are quite big jumps now.
Well, come back if you
Although
get the chance.
I've already spent most of my money on those soul spars.
Come on, everything's a good choice. Come again soon.
Okay, nothing we need from this shop.
Something weird's going on.
Let's go. My turn. Crimson Line.
Hey, I carry only the best. Guaranteed. Come back soon.
Okay, nothing new from that shop.
Come on, everything's a good choice. Not come again
Nothing
soon.
new from this shop either. That's all, well, almost all the shops here.
He's gotten into those nights.
Is this all for Glee?
Alright, Cathedral first and then the Pendleton Company.
You've been a...
Okay, that mushroom one wasn't a new one. Oh well. And at the Pendletons. We've received a message from the prison. Mine's foreman requesting your mediation. They wish to consult you immediately about the miner's compensation. At a time like this? I'll head over now, so keep them busy until I get there. Yes, sir. There's something you might want to know about the gold procurement from Salsetta. There was a logistical error, so the deal has been suspended. During that period, the market shifted quite a bit. And what have you done about it? What are you a supervisor for? I'm not here to solve every trivial matter. My apologies, sir. Mr. Pendleton, how would you like me to reply to the Altago branch? The current sovereign requests your presence at the royal banquet. Altago, that's too far. I can't leave the company for that long without Carla here. Tell the branch manager to attend the banquet at my place. Well, he certainly looks busy. Yeah, probably because Carla's not here. Miss Krisha? Oh, it really is Miss Krisha. What? Mr. Rish! If Miss Krisha were to return, it would solve a great many of our predicaments. Why have you come back?
I heard Carla was detained, so I...
Leave.
Huh?
Krisha, the affairs of this company no longer concern you. Pendleton is no place for the likes of a dingy florist such as yourself.
Oh, Krisha...
Wait, this is her battle to fight.
What? You can't mean it, sir, Mr. Rich.
Yeah, Miss Krisha here is to offer her... You two, stay out of this.
Father, you're right. I did leave Pendleton, but I'm still a part of this family. I'll never forget everything that you and Carla have done for me, so please.
The time for remission has long passed. It was your decision to leave. Once you've made a decision, you must commit to it and accept its consequences.
I understand. Then I have a proposal. As the owner of Le Petit Fleuriste, I propose a business arrangement.
What did you say?
We at Le Petit Fleuriste offer to provide investigative services to Pendleton. We will confirm the safety and whereabouts of Carla Pendleton, your chief of sales. As compensation, we seek the white sarin flowers that bloom across Altago. We understand you have these seeds in stock, and ask that you give us a courtesy discount. We will also require you to provide any and all information relevant to the investigation.
Do you have any idea what you're suggesting?
Yes, she does.
How can I partner with a flower shop from the slums with no reputable achievements?
A man with your merit and experience should be able to tell if we are trustworthy.
What?
Ah yes, now we're all staff members of Le Petit Fleuriste for this investigation.
Under the conditions I propose, Pendleton would incur no liabilities. Like you said, our shop is still small. That is why we offer to shoulder the risk. As someone once told me, gains are made by taking losses.
You'll be up against the Hieroglyph Knights, who are on the brink of war against the Empire. What can a lone flower shop do?
We won't saddle you with the details. I know Pendleton is busy enough as it is.
Yeah, can't exactly tell him that we're... the Monstroms are on the case.
But I can guarantee that the results will be satisfactory.
Miss Krisha. Impressive.
Krisha, why is it only now that you're able to do this?
Turns out, I had a lot to learn from opening a shop of my own. At first, I was afraid to even decide on order quantities without you and Carla. But if I wanted to keep my shop open, I knew I had to make decisions on my own. I couldn't run away like I used to, even from things I wasn't good at. It was just common sense thinking back. I'm embarrassed it took me so long to learn.
So it was I who stifled your growth.
That's not true at all. Without you and Carla,
Man, Krisha's grown so much from the very beginning.
I would have never learned the things I needed to get to this point.
From stealing Pendleton's money and spreading it around the shanty town to now just being humble, running a humble flower shop in the shanty town.
I could have never done this on my own. That's why I have to save Carla.
I filed a complaint with the Roman garrison for what happened to Carla, but Warden Belger wasn't there, so it was a fruitless endeavor.
Huh?
Was any and all information relevant to the investigation not one of your conditions?
Hey, at least he got to the point.
Father!
Alas, the garrison didn't have any information, but for whatever reason, the Knights did. According to them, Carla was detained on suspicion of colluding with the Monstroms.
Really? Does that mean...
The charges alone aren't enough to incite suspicion. For all we know, they could be true. I'm sure Carla's reasons would have been justified. It was the fact that they had the gall to arrest someone from Pendleton without consulting me. Considering my relationship with them, It is a most unwarranted and concerning act.
It's mostly because of Pendleton's, relationship with the Roman Empire.
They're not even bothering with keeping up appearances anymore.
Yeah, the knights have gotten cocky and
maybe
ballsy.
they don't need to.
I can't believe it.
My personnel in the mines report that the Knights often meet in the prison's restricted sector. Rumors are circulating that the Knights are holding their newly captured prisoners there.
The restricted sector. Maybe Carla's there too.
Sounds like we'll be visiting there again shortly.
It is a possibility.
Well, after we open up the way there.
That's all the information I have about Carla at the moment.
Thank you, Father.
I can't believe they intend to rebel against the Empire by usurping the Governor General. While it's true the Empire did invade Glia, it's better governed under them than the royal family. I think the current events are a necessary step in history, but a rough one nonetheless.
Mr. Pendleton.
I'll send word if I get any more information. Be careful.
I will.
One last thing, about your shop. Its location lacks visibility and is disadvantageous to your exposure. Even small changes can bring about vast improvements to your business's image.
Hey, we put out a sign. That's a start, isn't it?
Remember what I've taught you.
Okay. Thank you, Father.
Or maybe Krisha can just open up another branch somewhere else. Wow, you rocked that, Krisha. Huh? Rocked what? Standing up to your dad. What else? You really surprised me there. Yeah, I surprised myself, if anything. I'm glad I was able to tell him how I felt, though. So, where to next? Either the cemetery of the Either the cemetery of the Colosseum? Either the cemetery or the Colosseum. Oh, looks like some text errors got through. Which one first? Well, Anemona should be over in the cemetery. And we can find out what happened to Felix from the Colosseum. Let's go, Adol.
What's this city coming to?
Okay, let's head towards the... Okay, I doubt Le Petit Police has anything new, but...
Come back soon, you hear?
Yeah, of course it wouldn't. Okay, how about the food shop here?
Welcome. What do you need?
Oh, yes, there is a gift.
See ya.
Wonderful. I'll take that. Oh yeah, need to see Maxim as well. We've got the Soul Spar for...
We're gonna cut it deep.
The gift
Buying
here.
or not?
Nope, we need a Sacred Branch as well. Okay. Morhiban, I need a branch.
See you later then.
Mais oui. State your desire. À bientôt.
Right, there we go.
Crimson Line.
Now back to Maxim.
You buying?
No, wrong one. Strike a deal.
Buying or not? Just you saw. Nothing.
Right, that's that. Next up, let's look around the market.
What's gonna happen to Baldu?
Hello, are you looking to come again, okay?
What's this city coming to? Hey there, just got there. Alrighty then.
Alright, nothing from this stall either. Alright, we should also... Whoops! To the back. Let's get that plus 10 HP, max HP for everyone. Oh yeah, actually, no, not yet. We don't have Anemona with us. Never mind.
Watch where you're going.
We'll do that later then.
all this commotion?
Oh, what is it? There's this shop.
I carry only the... Come back soon.
Hey, no. Right, I'm gonna check all the shops before talking to the old man.
Hello, yes. Done. Come again, okay?
Nope, nothing from this shop. Let's see, next up is the marketplace.
Please, looking for anything specific?
Oh, I can make this. Do I want to make it now?
Hope to see you again soon.
I'll be fine.
What can I get? What? Come back soon, you hear?
Come, everything's not come again.
Alright, let's talk to the old man now. And maybe finally find out where Margot and the Wings of Freedom are. The Bells of Freedom are. Oh, glad you can make it. So you're the little whippersnappers the boss roped in, eh? Uh-huh. Wait, you're... Unbelievable. You're that old lecher I reported for peeping. Oh, that's a strong way to put it. Certainly wasn't easy wriggling my way out of that one. But you see, that request was actually made for a different purpose entirely. Does that make you the, old-timer Margot was referring to? Me? I'm just your average geezer who fancies a visit to the baths now and then. Save for my service as a core member of the Bells of Freedom 3 years back. Well, we've got someone who's willing to talk. Hard to imagine an old man like you was a revolutionary. Then again, I guess it's not so strange considering Margot was your boss. To be fair, the group was originally founded by a bunch of old folks with not much time left. We figured that our deaths would be a small price to pay for the bright future of our youth. Though it seems our blunder has led them down the wrong path altogether in the end. Yeah, the path of a petty thief and burglary, as if you didn't already know. Sounds to me like you ain't much of a core member anymore, though. Yes, the resistance dissolved for a time following Margot's arrest, but the young'uns of the group continued to operate under the fold. I'd been acting as their advisor of sorts in an effort to keep their hostility in check. But ultimately, my attempts to contain them failed miserably. Perhaps I could have quelled their vindictive thirst had I succeeded. I see, but what is the resistance trying to achieve here exactly? It doesn't seem like Margot's anywhere around here either. It would seem they're ready to attack the garrison posts in each and every district. This revolt from the Knights has cued them in on the perfect opportunity to take back Leah. In preparing to do so, they've been collecting intel and identifying blind spots. The request I'd made previously falls squarely under the latter. What a load of crock. Doesn't matter how much chaos there is. You gotta have real bricks for brains to think a Roman soldier's gonna lose to some civilian. They've hardly got weapons or armor to start. One step and they're toast. That is, unless they've got an ace up their sleeve. Unfortunately so. Margot appears to have been assisting them. Not directly, but in supplies, both through equipment and stores of gunpowder. Hey, there we go, there's the explosives. What? But why? It would seem she intends to see this matter through to its bitter end. She's convinced starting this by her hand gives her the burden of ending it as well. Margot. Can't really say for sure if it's on her either way. But she has to want to stop it at least. Why else would she put a request in? That means it's up to us to do something about this. Any helpful info would be much appreciated. And naturally, I plan to give it. This is why I've been waiting here for you all, after all.
Here's my take on this. As a long-standing member of the Resistance, there's only one place in this city powder and weapons could be viably concealed. It would have to be underground and spacious enough to spare as well. Is any particular spot coming to mind? I think I have a decent idea. Considering everything else we found out, we should be able to narrow it down. Thank you very much, Mr. Guindo. Not at all. I'm too old to raise a hand against those youngsters anymore. It's up to the next generation to carry on our torch. So please, stop them before it's too late to give them a chance. Nod. After going to all 3 locations in the message, you all returned to the Dandelion. You then reconvened with Dogi and Parks. Who'd have thought those people we knew were Resistance members all this time? They've been blending in, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And if they're nowhere to be seen, we should assume they're in the final stages of setting their plan into motion. We're running out of time. Yes, time is of the essence. With the information you've gathered, we now know where most of their hideouts are located. Cloaca Maxima in the shantytown. There's been shady people seen going in and out of that area, right? Yup, and we've got proof of it for insurance. We've got witnesses who saw that Gaston guy and Alex from the visitors kiosk. Good work, you two.
Thank you.
Can't take all the credit. You're the ones who did all the legwork. Madame Margot is there. We'll need to prepare ourselves if they truly intend to assault the Roman guard posts. We're counting on you, Monstroms. Leave it to us. Next stop, Cloaca Maxima. Well, who knew we'd have a reason to go to the Cloaca Maxima again? Well, before we do that, let's save real quick. And off we go. Those resistant members should be hiding out in here somewhere. We've made it this far. All that's left is to hunt them down. Let's get to stepping. Alright, is there anything else here? Not really.
You've got this, Adol. Arise!
Okay, where's our final destination? Oh, right up there. Oh, that was a nice looking attack. It was quick and it's linear.
Can you take this, Adol?
Slaughter them!
There's something here.
Slaughter them! You've got this, Adol.
Let's see. Up this way. And then through this passageway, if I remember correctly.
Something's here.
Yep, right this way. And there they are, with their stores of gunpowder. We found them. What? Who's there? It's the Monstroms? Turns out our little hunch was right. Doesn't seem like Margot's here, but I'm sure she'll rendezvous soon enough. That's one hefty stash of weapons and ammo you got there. Not to mention enough powder to send a good several guard posts up in smoke. But there's like, what, only 6 of you chumps altogether? Talk about a letdown. Just as we were finishing up our preparations too. Damn Monstroms. Mind your own business and scram for once. Margot's the one who sent us. What? Why would the boss do something like that? Look, why don't you just give this crazy plan a rest already? Think before you act. That's what Perry told us to tell you. Gah. Hey, Gaston. Maybe the boss is against this whole thing after all. You heard what old Guindo said. Things have changed since the war. You mean all that crock about living in harmony with Rom to restore Balduke? Doing that makes us no better than livestock cozying up to the hand that feed us. We Gleans have our pride. Like hell we're submitting to those rotten invaders. Gaston. We'll never give in. Not until they answer for what they've done to us. Until every single life we've lost to the war is paid in full with Roman blood. He's gone off the deep end. All you'll end up doing is sowing even more hatred. And the ones who'll suffer for it most are the ones who did nothing to deserve it. You think we're just gonna sit back and let that happen? Think again. So that's how you want to play it, huh? Fine, we need a good warm-up before taking on the Rom anyway. Oh geez, they're all ready for a fight. Gaston, what are you? So you want to romp with the Monstroms, do ya? You should reconsider. Shut it! That ship already sailed 8 years ago. The grief and suffering those Romans wrought on us is one we'll never forget. They killed our friends and families, plundered our cities and slapped on tax on them besides. Don't you get it? This is the only way for us to take our dignity back. And if you Monstroms aren't with us, you may as well be against us. That's right! The only thing those Romans will get from us is a taste of their own medicine. We'll cast every one of those dirty trespassers out from our rightful lands. They'll be sure to hear our message back at the capital loud and clear. And when the bells of freedom start to ring, they'll know the pride of Glea will never die. Yeah! You guys, get a hold of yourselves. Uh-huh. Ah, and what convenient timing for the Lemuries to appear. What the hell are those? Monsters? Where did they come from? It's just like in the Grimwald. All the hatred and spite they've built must have brought forth the Nox. Who gives a flying damn either way? These guys will be way more fun than those lame-ass resistance wimps. Oh, brother. Guess we don't have a choice. Nod. Oh gosh, and there's way too many of the fish enemies. Okay, and just like that, Adol got 2 level ups. Too bad Krisha and Jules got none of it. They're gone. Amazing. I can't believe you actually defeated those things. Phew, that takes care of that. You guys are pathetic. You really think you can go head to head with Rom after carrying over small fry like that? Hey, come on, Hot. You think you know everything, don't you? Whether we're a match for them or not is besides the point. All that matters is making those Romans suffer every bit we have and more. If we don't, everyone we lost 8 years back will have died for nothing. Right, guys? Right, we've come too far to give up now. I'll give up my life if it means we're getting revenge on Rom. Gaston, everyone, please. Is that really what you're after? What? Of course it is. What else do you think we've all been... Enough. This ends here. And there she is. Margot! Goodness me. I certainly didn't expect the Monstroms to be here. Perhaps they're acquainted with those youngsters I met at the baths? In a sense. That aside, it would seem they've managed to carry out my request. Boss, I said enough, Gaston. The Bells of Freedom wasn't formed as a way to vent your frustrations. What? Vent my frustrations? Is that all this is to you? Do you have any idea how much we've been doing for Glea? Were that really the case, I would have stood behind you until the bitter end. As she who lit the first spark, I intended to support you no matter what the cost. To bear the weight of your lives and misdeeds as though they were my own. But I think you put it best, no? That all that matters is making those Romans suffer? That you'll give up your lives if it means getting revenge on Rom? Tell me, where in the creed of the Bells of Freedom have I missed those words? Fight without belief or conviction, and you'll be no different from those monsters. That's... Of course, all of this is just as much of my responsibility as everything else. Your old crone of a leader has failed to guide you on the path of right. For that, I apologize. I truly, truly do. The same fault lies with every one of us old-timers. But it's not too late. You youngsters still have your whole lives ahead of you. That's exactly right. I want you all to take this time to gather yourselves together and reflect, both on what it really means to save Glea, and why the Bells of Freedom truly ring. As long as you safeguard this city with pride, I know that right answer will come. I'm sure my boy wouldn't have wanted it any other way. Right as ever, boss. All's well that ends well. Pfft, nothing more boring than a happy ending. What comes next is up to them. Sorry to have put you all this trouble, boys and girls. I can't say I knew how this would turn out, but I'm glad I made that request. Now you can come back to the bar. I suppose you're right. The situation in Balduke is nearing its peak. You have my aid now more than ever before. As both the leader of the Bells of Freedom and the ever-stubborn old bat Margot Reyes. Adol and the others return to the bar to report what happens soon after. Having finally settled her concerns over the resistance, Margot was welcomed back into the Dandelion with open arms.
That takes care of that.
Wow, we've been getting a lot of full potions this stream. Anyways, there's still a few more shops we haven't visited, so let's make a quick visit to those.
Oh my!
Man, not gonna lie, at the moment, I think my head might be overheating a bit. I should refill my drink when I get the chance. Yeah, this heat wave's really getting to me.
Always a come again anytime. Welcome. This is as quality gets.
Oh, there's a lot more. Okay, slash, strike, and pierce crowns. Helios bracelet. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good. And the Artemis pauldron too. Alright, I'll make my way towards both of these at some point. Not now, though. I don't think I'll need them immediately. Okay, next up, let's move on to the entertainment district and find out what happened to Felix. It's you lot. You were at the cultural heritage site. Oh, you're that government official we ran into. Is something the matter? You're looking pretty tired. Tired? I suppose I might be. I've ended up wanted by the Hieroglyph Knights somehow or another. The Knights are after you? I am here by Imperial decree. This manhunt is nothing short of high treason. Damn that Chatelard. He deceived us. Seizing the Governor General must be some form of revenge to them. Nevertheless, I have a plan to... Oh, time to run. It's time to skedaddle. Those accursed knights. If you'd excuse me.
Hello, come again, okay?
My turn.
Here I go.
My turn.
Hello, yes. Now come again, okay?
Nope, no present here.
What are the Hieroglyph Knights up to?
Okay, and over here we
Hey,
have...
looking for anything to hope to
Nope,
see you
no,
again soon.
nothing here either.
Okay.
Leave it to me.
Right, and in the Colosseum... The Colosseum seems emptier than usual. Guess they really did put all their showing on hold after all. We need to find out why Felix was taken away by the Knights. Talking to his co-workers is probably the fastest way to do just that. Alright, let's go. In the meantime, let's take care of this.
Too slow.
Oh, just about. Excuse me? Oh, you're Felix's friends, right? We are. We heard he never made it home last night. That would be because he was taken to the prison.
Oh. I'm sorry. I objected to what the knights were doing. Really, I did. The rumors are true then. But they can't be. Why Felix of all people? Remember that bull that went on a rampage during the show? He was taken in on suspicion of endangering spectators with his reckless bull handling. You're joking. I wish I was. Anyone who was there knows it wasn't his fault. It's gotta be some mistake or something. The knights were the ones to blame for that in the first place. Meh. Those guys will make up any random offense to toss someone in the clink. Those dirtbags, they're just framing him at this point. I was thinking just the same. Nothing good can come from this. Guess this means the knights have some business with your boy toy. There's some kind of common link with your sister getting hauled in, pussycat? Because they're related to one of the monstrums, each, in one way or another. You mean between Carla and Felix? They're not exactly comparable. I mean, he is compassionate. I guess, and surprisingly kind and smart and... wait, just what are you trying to make me say here? It's okay, Yufa, calm down. Drop dead. When exactly was Felix taken away yesterday? In the evening, right after our night's show got cancelled out of nowhere. The knights called out and stopped Felix on our way home from the Colosseum. Well, not just the knights, some Roman soldiers were there too. Roman soldiers? So they were in on it too? Actually, they were trying to bail him out. Apparently, they were there during that show when the bull got out of control. The Romans were helping him? But Felix ended up getting taken away, by force either way. The Roman soldiers said they couldn't do anything about it without a warrant. Just what is up with all of this? Felix... He's not the only one who got taken away. This whole city's been on edge. And here everybody thought the knights were the good guys. Well, anyway, here's hoping Felix comes back to us soon. So Felix really was taken away by the knights. I'm so sorry, Yufa. I'll be okay. Let's keep moving, Adol. We can't just stick around here. So last on our list is... the cemetery. Anemona should be there too. Then let's get going already.
What are the hieroglyph knights up to?
Alright, before we head over there, let's go visit Dr. Sarati.
Leave it to me.
Yep, here's 2 new medical formulas. And, whoops, I should have given the gift first. Oh well. Oh, that was fast. Couldn't wait to get your hands in on the pie, could you? That's not exactly it, no. We were just worried what kind of mess you might get into going at this alone. But first off, is it really true? Have you really found that hidden treasure you've been looking for all this time? That's right, take a gander. An old worn-out wall? Or wait. It's hollow on the other side, isn't it? Must be some sort of secret entrance. You can hear a faint echo coming from deep within. Whatever lies behind this must lead to a wide underground space of some sort. I had a feeling you'd get me, Adol. See, I found this spot after going through some old Baldukian maps and literature. Most don't even give it a sidelong glance. Plus, it's near the prison's old fortress ruins. Considering the wall was completely sealed off, I have a sneaking feeling. No, total confidence that this is the place. No doubt about it. The shining look in Adol's eyes. Though I'm sure the only part you care about is the actual ruins themselves, isn't it? Guess we don't have much in common after all. Not that it matters either way. In any case, the way inside seems to be filled with booby traps galore. It'd just be a hassle for a fragile gal like me to step in all by her lonesome. Catching on yet? All I need is for you nice strong boys and girls to help me explore these ruins. Naturally, I'll be paying you handsomely, given we actually find the treasure. We'd be happy to help. I had a feeling you might. Not that he particularly gave us a choice. Adol's probably already turned the rest of us out of hearing that. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to smashing this wall down. Hold on. You knew Adol wouldn't be able to say no to this, didn't you? Yeah, can't let our eyes off her for a second this one. Aw, you really know just what to say to a girl. Now without further ado, how about busting open that entrance for us, Miss Raging Bull? Tough gal like you should be able to take it down in one hit, no? Yeah, just a sec. Oh, we're not manually doing it? Really? Come on. Well, this place is about as ruined as ruins can get. So this is where you think the royal family stashed their treasure centuries ago, huh? Considering it still has yet to be found, I'm almost inclined to believe it. Yeah, all these traps in here have to be protecting something. We'll need to be careful of what's ahead. Now I'm getting excited. As if you weren't already. Good to know I picked the right man for the job. I'll just let you monstroms take the lead on this one. My money says the treasure's hidden all the way in the back. Let's get to it. Quest to fool and her treasure accepted. ... Oh gosh, it's these annoying ceiling enemies.
Something's here.
Okay, that's the way back. Oh, goody, no need to press switches this time. Oh, never mind, that's the way forward. Okay, and what about the traps? Did that disable them? No, they didn't.
Leave it to me! My time to shine! I'll drill you!
Oh god, that was stupidly fast.
Let's go!
Okay!
Switch!
Here I go!
Alright, let's keep moving forward, and that's a lot of panels over there. Oh, never mind, those are collapsing floors. Oh, hello. Okay, none of us are in good condition now. Right, everyone gets one-shots. Fun! Right, let's go back.
Alright, I'll just have Adol take a lead for a while because he's... he's the slash type right now. The only one. I probably should have gone to Anemona first, to be honest.
Even stronger.
All right. Yeah. Too slow. Leave it to me.
Whoops.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Something's here.
Okay, there's a treasure chest in this direction. No traps. Though there is an enemy on the ceiling. Oh, okay. That took a while to register. On wow, those were actually taking a while to register as enemies.
Leave it to me.
All right. Leave it to me. You got this, Adol. Something's here. Treasure chest. You're a bit stronger now.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, some light shell. I'm pretty sure that's a very low tier material, if I remember correctly. Oh, whoops, there's enemies on the ceiling. Okay, can we lure the enemy into one of these? No. Okay.
Hunter's descent. Leave it to me.
I don't like the look of that one.
My turn.
Whew, okay. Credo and Yufa, come in.
My time to shine.
Take care of
My turn.
Blah, I wasn't prepared for that one. Okay, actually, can they fall in the hole? Let's have a look. Or are they too smart?
Arise, Necrosram!
Oh no, oh, that managed to escape. Okay, one more. Okay, and there's still quite a decent way to go.
My time to shine. Keep going, all right. Keep going.
Okay, yes, I do need a break, Saradi. Back out and back in we go.
There's something here.
I will ignore the enemies for a bit.
You've got this, Adol.
Oh gosh. Okay, nope. We'll have to deal the slimes on the way. At least the ones that we have to go through.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Okay.
All right.
Switch!
Not done yet.
Okay.
My turn.
There's something here.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
All right.
Switch!
Hunter's descent.
Yeah, there's 2 over there. Oh, there's 3 over there. Okay, never mind. I should go around the left then.
Okay, down here. Here goes. Excuse me.
Leave it to me.
Let's go.
Something's here.
Here I go.
All right.
Switch!
Okay. Maybe we should
Leave it to me.
Switch!
Okay, we'll go right first.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Something's here.
Okay, and more low-level materials. Alright, this way next. More collapsing floor panels. Enemies on the ceiling. No enemies on the ceiling this time.
Something's there.
There's something here.
Well, the quality of armored shell materials have been going up per treasure chest, at least. Okay, did I miss a switch? Oh, yes, I did. There we go. All rectified. Oh, and that's a laser if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. Whoa!
Switch!
Right, I forgot about the ceiling enemies. Oops.
Leave it to me.
Oh, here's the end. We're in for a fight.
My turn.
Huh? A dead end? Looks like this room is as far as we can go. What? But there's nothing in here at all. Looks like we drew the losing ticket. All that work for nothing. I wouldn't be so sure about that. It's a... Whoa, is that a Grimwald Nox? Look, it's an entrance to the Grimwald. Let's jump in. Oh, daring as always, aren't we, Adol? Well, Monstrums, shall we? what are we gonna find? Oh, it's just a Grimwald area of this underground of this passage. Oh wow, they stashed their gold in the Grimwald. Dang. But wow, look at all this golden jewelry. I knew it. It's really here. The hidden treasure of the 100 Years' War. For 5 centuries, they said it was nowhere to be found. Oh, well, eat your hearts out. Oh, jackpot. Mama's gonna hit the big one. You little lovelies are all coming home with me. Saradi, you're kinda scaring me. Well, she did basically fulfill her lifelong dream, more or less. Still, why is all of this in the Nox to begin with? Oh, details, details, what's it matter? Isn't finding an ancient unfound treasure trove enough on its own? If being a thief were so bad, times like these wouldn't feel so good. Now come on, we're hauling this out of here. Start filling those pockets. Yep, I knew there'd be a fight. Huh? Was only a matter of time. Lemuries. I suppose we expected this. They've got another thing coming if they think they'll keep me from my prize. Everyone, ask these little claim jumpers, and I'll see you get a nice share of the pot. Oh gosh, I landed in that one. And that's that. The treasure is ours. Alright, that should... Oh gosh, there's another one. Another wave. Oh no. How are there still so many? There's no end to them. They'll just keep popping up. I'm not so sure we have the means to handle this. Time for a tactical retreat. Oh wait, but the treasure! My babies! This isn't the time for that, Saradi. We're leaving. You want to stay behind and complain? Be our guest. No, we could have had so much money to spend. Phew, that was too close. Yeah, looks like the entrance closed up behind us too. Just what was that swarm of Lemuries? Well, Lemuries are born from enmity, right? Negative emotions and all that. And greed is one of them. A part of human nature, no matter how much or how little. I'll bet tons of people have been looking for that treasure, just like the good Doc here. I see, so after 500 years of accumulated greed, the treasure was eventually absorbed into the Grimwald Nox. That sounds almost too crazy to be true. Ugh, who gives a damn either way? Saradi. Listen, I know you're not happy about this, but not even we can chase off 5 whole centuries worth of Lemuries, you know. I know. Dead women spend no gold after all. It's just, I'd finally found that hidden treasure after all this time searching. And all I have to show for it is this pitty little thing. Hey! Just when did you... Ha! Can't keep our eyes off old Sticky Fingers here for a second, huh? It must be incredibly valuable, being a 500-year-old royal heirloom and all. Please, a tiny little pebble like this won't make up for all I went through to get here.
Ugh, that mountain of gold was my one-way ticket to the lap of luxury and leisure. But you had fun, didn't you? Fun? You're right. Saradi looked like she was having the time of her life. Right from the moment we started, now that I think about it. Yeah, and that was before we even knew whether the treasure existed to begin with. You would have done just about anything to find it, consequences notwithstanding. Guess that makes you an adult bird of a feather. What? Me? Now you're just being ridiculous, lumping me of all people in with an adventurer. Alright, I'm over it. We can head back. After all, every second I waste moping about some treasure I missed out on is a second better spent chasing down the next. That's the spirit? She's persistent, if nothing else. As Saradi's treasure hunting expedition came to an end, everyone returned to the surface. After parting ways, the monstrums picked up where they'd left off in their activities.
I'm just happy we could help.
And we got the Gorgon gloves and Genius Green. And that still wasn't enough to unlock the next Nox. Okay, just give me a quick moment, folks. My head is getting I am getting a little bit doozy and I need to refill my drink, so I shall be right back. Everyone, I'm back. Feeling a little bit better. Man, I am not too sure why I decided to stream on a very hot day like this. I did say last time I'd be playing
Months from Nox, either on Monday or Tuesday. No indication of Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, here I am. Let's get the game window back open, shall we? There we go. Oh, why? The game disappeared. There we go. There we go. Right, let's go see Anemona next.
Adol, I am glad to see you are okay.
And Anemona's got her eyes open as well. Did you remember something?
What's wrong?
Yes. I had forgotten something very important to me. When Aprilis was pierced by that sword, that is when I remembered. Long ago, I was once a doll that was given to a certain little girl. She belonged to a common farming family, though they lived comfortably. As this girl's doll, I watched as she grew into a proper young woman. Those were modest, peaceful days. I thought they would continue as they were forever. That was until the girl, Rosvita, was discovered to be a saint and sent off to war.
I'm going now, Anemona. I'll be back before you know it, so be a good girl and wait for me, okay? When the war's over, we'll have a wonderful tea party together, like we always do.
And that probably never happened.
And those were the last words she ever spoke to me.
You mean Saint Rosvita?
You were Saint Rosvita's doll?
If those memories came back after seeing Aprilis' final moments, does that mean...
I'm not entirely sure yet.
She probably was. Especially if you consider Chatelard's words of her being a representative and all.
But there is one other thing I remembered. As time went on while she was away, I found myself spending time with another human. I called him Papa.
Happy birthday, Anemona. For today will be the first day of your life. Now open your eyes and look at me. Stretch your legs and feel the land beneath your feet.
Papa was the one who gave me a soul and a conscience.
Is that even possible?
Well, we've got our evidence right in front of us.
Who the hell is this guy?
Unfortunately, I haven't remembered much more than that. But something inside me tells me Papa is much closer than we realize. Perhaps more of my memories will return with time.
Anemona.
I am alright now, everyone. Shall we return to the dandelion for now? Well, we have finished checking every place we needed to. I'm with Anemona here. Let's head back and sort things out. Okay, yep, I probably should have gone to Anemona first. Ah. Oh well. Okay, to the dandelion we go. So the knights really were snatching people up off the streets. Master and Commander Chatelard, what exactly does he intend to do with them? But the knights haven't done anything drastic since they captured the Governor General's office. That's what I don't like, is the calm before the storm. Perhaps it has something to do with the recent arrests. I find it difficult to believe that they've come this far just to hang up their hats now. Maybe they're waiting for something. What? Don't look at me. I haven't shown up to work in a while, so I'm out of the loop as you are. Master Chatelard. As you're all aware, he is a venerable and deeply trusted ambassador between Galia and Rome. Despite that, it wouldn't be unexpected in the least if he fostered a deep hatred for the Romans.
Really? How can you tell? Master Chatelard always seemed like a guy with the proclivity for the moderate. When Glia was invaded by the Empire, he was on the front lines defending Balduc. A massive battle erupted on the outskirts of Balduc. The 4th Battalion, commanded by General Bourdon of the royal family, suffered defeat. The general retreated from the battlefield into the safety of Balduc's walls. The Roman army, with a victory in sight, pursued him without mercy. I believe this was the battle which resulted in your parents' passing, Yufa. In mere moments, Balduc was besieged by a Roman general known as Roaring Leo. The battle soon became a siege war. Huh, tell us something we don't know. Yeah, I remember the city being in chaos when I was growing up. You see, it was that moment that ignited the chain of events leading to our crisis today. The 4th Battalion was outmatched and desperate for its provisions were depleted. At the same time, the city was being overrun by riots and pillaging from within. Chatelard was stationed with a company that chose to obey orders and stand their ground. Knowing they wouldn't last, Chatelard executed a plan that would turn the tide of battle. He took a small number of troops and snuck past the siege under cover of night. Under the guise of reinforcements using flambeaux, they ambushed the Roman army. In response, the 4th Battalion agreed to advance and launch a pincer movement. That's not a bad strategy. Indeed. They even managed to obtain approval from the stubborn General Bourdon. The maneuver was set into motion, and the stationary troops engaged the rear guard. The disarrayed Romans struggled to respond. Then they waited for the 4th Battalion. But the Balduc gates never opened, and the 4th Battalion never emerged. So they just left them to die? Correct. Supposedly, the general changed his mind before the maneuver was to begin. Needless to say, the Romans regained their composure and retaliated. They made quick work of Chatelard and his company. That's terrible. Balduc's stationary troops were comprised of young, talented men. In all but an instant, all of Chatelard's trusted comrades were annihilated. All that happened right outside the city walls? It's a truth the Glian royal family kept from the outside world to this day. They announced their unconditional surrender right after that, didn't they? That's right. But that wasn't the end of Chatelard's efforts. After the surrender, Chatelard proposed that the families of his fallen comrades be indemnified. The royal family promptly refused. Shortly after, Chatelard was baptized and founded the Holy Hieroglyph Knights in Glia. That explains his Glia complex. I feel terrible for him, but it's not enough reason to roll over and just let him get his revenge. I agree. Nothing good can come out of this. I hear ya. So what's it gonna be, Adol? Let's find out the truth behind the prison. I'm probably not the only one who thinks there's something fishy about that place. And I'm curious to know what Dad's up to. But it's clear that Chatelard has something to do with what's going on inside the prison. And I just know that Carla and Felix are being held in the restricted sector. Just you wait. I'm gonna have his head on a platter. Then it's settled. It's great that you're all pumped up and all, but the restricted sector is on high alert now. Your gifts might not be all that it takes to get through unscathed. It was only a matter of time before something was done about all those break-ins. If there was a way to get inside without being noticed at all. The restricted sector. Wasn't there an old aqueduct there? Was there? Check out the big brain on the kid. I think I remember it too. Judging by the direction, it's probably drawing water from the CL Canyon. CL Canyon. To the top right. It's just northeast of the city, right about here. Then that's our new front door. But there's a barrier blocking this passage. How convenient. Then we have to dispel this barrier before we can go in. Yeah, we're ready to go whenever you are, Adol. Be careful out there. There's hieroglyph knights at every corner of the city. Nod. Oh hey, more quests, okay. Oh, and a scene with Dogi. Got a moment to spare, Adol? I was on my way to check up on our inventory. I could use a hand.
That should do it. Thanks a bunch, Adol. Just look at it. The dandelions really come a long way.
From our starting point as a hideout to a full-fledged tavern, and still our hideout.
It wasn't long ago when it was just an empty building. Then we made a few friends. And now, it's one of the local favorites.
It's a hideout to be proud of.
Yeah, we couldn't have asked for more. It's not often we get to stay put in one city for this long. The Monstroms, the prisoners, the townspeople, a whole lot of fine folk here. I'll admit, I appreciate the occasional change of scenery from the usual oceans and mountains.
Yeah, we've gotten to know a lot more people compared to like the previous games.
You of all people would understand that the most, huh? It's a great city. But it's got its share of problems. Like the Grimwald Knocks, and the Monstrum Curse. But we're all in this together. Not just you and me. But all our pals at the Dandelion. One thing at a time. Right, Adol?
One thing at a time indeed, Dogi. Oh.
Hey, Adol, you okay?
It's alright. I'm fine.
Okay, but take it easy, yeah? You probably haven't fully recovered yet. You should get some rest. I'm not sure how our adventure is gonna pan out this time, but no matter what comes at us, we'll beat it somehow, like we always do.
Yeah, the adventure is gonna continue after this.
There's still so much to see out there. So many adventures await.
Yep. And I can always count on you, partner.
Yeah. Right back at you. Let's get through this in one piece, Adol.
Oh hey, the customers are back. Wonderful. Alright, let's have a look at the requests. Oh. Another prison we are having another prison infiltration, okay. This time directly from Maxim. And because we don't have Aprilis anymore, now Dogi's giving us the requests. At the Groaning Grotto, huh?
Go? Well, if it isn't my darling Adol. Go get him out there, darling.
Come on, Yufa. Felix is your boyfriend. Just admit it already. Oh hey, we get a reward from Silhouettes for finding all the stores as well. And I'm pretty sure that's the accessory to prevent one death, at least, anyway. If I remember correctly. Upon death, all allies fully recover. Okay, like every other Yeast game, save that for the final boss. You give Iris the portrait of a girl as a present. Oh hey, it's Iris. The color composition is adequate. The artist must be half decent. The girl is sort of cute too, but...
Wait a sec.
Hold on. This is not what I think it is it? Iris turns the canvas over. There's faint writing on the back. Princess Eleanor's 3rd birthday. I knew it! I take back what I said about liking this. Get this thing away from me. I hate seeing my past self. But this painting is a gift, so... Fine, I will refrain from scrapping it. Even though looking at it causes me physical pain. The thought of receiving a gift from you, I do not hate it.
Oh, come on!
Just go and do whatever it is you do, Adol. Yeah, let's get... Oh, hello, and another scene with Iris. Wonderful. Adol, just the person I needed to see. There is something I wish for you to see. Could you wait here with Gramps?
I'm looking forward to seeing what Iris has to show us. Do you know anything about it at all?
Not a single clue,
Gramps,
Parks.
At all. Thank you for waiting. So, what do you think?
You just put an apron on top of your usual outfit.
You better say it looks good, or I'll stab your eyes out.
Yep, it looks good. Totally. It looks nice.
Of course it does. Shantae made it special, just for yours truly.
That was very generous of him. But if Shantae was the one who made it for you, then does that mean you're...
Hey, another waitress for the Dandelion.
That's correct. From now on, I'll be working at the Dandelion. I'm hanging up my hat as an assassin. I'm putting it all behind me, along with my royal title. It was just a name anyway.
That's a very big decision, Iris.
Yes. After coming to the Dandelion, I've since learned the error of my ways. I blame the Romans for everything bad that happened to me. And I spent my life running, but I'm done with that. I want to start living for myself, like all of you are. Starting from now, I'm just going to be plain old Iris.
Good for you. I support your decision. I think it's a much better job for you than being an assassin.
Well, especially considering her abilities in that field, as we've seen.
Yes, I think you are right.
Definitely not suited for the role.
Though I hope you don't think you're getting out of receiving a proper education. I understand that you can read and write, but there's much to learn about the world.
Ugh.
Ugh, studying. Ew.
And if you're going to work here, you'll need to learn etiquette as well. Be sure to address Shantae with respect. He is your manager now.
Now you sound just like the overbearing goody two-shoes who raised me.
What kind of person was he?
He was some kind of black market dealer or whatever. And he was stubborn to boot.
It doesn't happen to be Maxim, does it?
I commanded him countless times to teach me how to kill, but he only taught me self-defense. I found out later, he never intended to teach me how to be an assassin in the first place. As a favor to someone who died before I was born. The one who entrusted me to him.
I see. It must have been difficult for you to part with him. You should be grateful to your parents and the man who took you in. Because of them, you have the opportunity to live an honest life.
See what I mean? Overbearing. If you piss me off, I will gut you.
Iris, what did you say about not being an assassin anymore?
I thought you retired from being an assassin.
Yes, I did. But... Oh, by the way, I made something for you two. You had better stay put until I get back.
Oh, what did Iris make? Ah, some tea.
Ah, this tea looks excellent. Shall we, Adol?
Okay, let's see if Iris is a good tea maker or a bad one. Oh, she's leaning towards the bad side, at the moment anyway. It could be like, oh, but the flavor's kicking in.
This tea is rather invigorating.
Gotcha, losers! I spiked it with the hottest spices from his spawny.
Oh, you mischievous little brat.
I may not be an assassin anymore, but I never said I was going to be some law-abiding citizen. You had better watch what you eat around here, too.
You sure got us good, but I do hope you'll keep these practical jokes to a minimum.
Well, as long as Iris is having fun now. And a gift for Margot. And I assume she's gonna have a scene as well.
Well now.
Oh, you got your hands on the good stuff, I see. Huh. Well, isn't this a kicker? Take a look at the vintage year. It's the very same year my son was born. You have a son? Surprised, are you? I take offense to that, you know. My son was a kind man. As kind a man as he could be. Though he certainly didn't get it from me. The boy practically lived in harmony with the world itself from the day he was born. He was my business advisor too, in fact. Even Pendleton recognized his abilities. He truly was too good a son for me. What happened to him? The path of virtue doesn't always lead to in your favor. That boy, he couldn't see so many of his countrymen called to war, so he volunteered as a captain, and lost his life soon after, as did his beloved comrades.
That's right.
But I didn't found the resistance to avenge his death or anything so crude. No, I had but one goal in mind. To make Glia, the country he so dearly loved, a land he could look to with pride. What'll you do with the resistance? Huh, as if I tell the likes of you. I'm only joking, of course. Suffice to say, Rom and Glia's relationship is not as it was back then. The same could be said of our resistance. That's the painful part. Chain yourself to those days and they'll never end. You're a kind woman. Huh, you give me too much credit. I did lead an insurrection, you know. Well now, just how did this conversation turn so gloomy? Why don't we lighten it up with a drink? That is what you bought it for, no? Margot continued to keep Adol in her company, letting him go only when the bottle was empty. Okay, nope, no scene with Margot just yet.
Adol.
Adol.
Alright, we can finally give the gift to Saradi.
Wow.
A Mandragora root. Now where did you get your hands on a find like this? This plant's been used as a time-honored ingredient in secret remedies for ages. With this, I could even brew up a love potion to put its drinker under my spell.
Then I could just have you bring me as many treasures as you see fit. This was a mistake. Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. Besides, I wouldn't give it back if you begged.
Well...
Still, this mandragora brings back all sorts of memories for me. I used to use them all the time back in my hometown. Oh, I never told you, did I? I hail from a nomadic people from afar. We're few in number and fewer in funds. It took all we had to eke out a meager living selling herbs and healing rituals. I bet you might enjoy a life like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Adventurer? As for me, I had my fill of destitution. I wanted out pronto, so here I am. Thinking back on it, though, the medical arts I learned then have come in handy. No one expects their friendly physician to be a master thief and seeker after all. It does cover my travel expenses, but lifting pocket money off injured brutes never hurts. It's always money with you, huh? And why shouldn't it be? Money runs the world after all, or haven't you heard? From my perspective, you're the oddball for adventuring with nothing in return. Yes, getting so many godly artifacts only to lose them. In any case, I'll gladly take this little root off your hands. Now, shall I sell it for a fortune, or brew up an adult enticer? Decisions. And no scene with Saradi. Okay.
Ada!
Hello there.
Okay, nothing with Parks. How are you, Morhaban? Morbahan, even. Blech. We don't really have the funds for a gift right now.
Yeah. Say the word. Let me know if I'm ready. Well, come back anytime.
Hey, so I'll take everything you got. Bye-bye. See you later.
Okay, I think that's everyone?
Go get him out there, darling.
Yeah, that's everyone. Alright, let's get these requests underway. Let's start off with the draws first. Oh, hey, I missed a treasure chest here. Looks like it's in this path or something, I think. Whoops. From the midpoints, let's check from there. Nope, this was the wrong points. Beast enclosure. Okay, I'm gonna check back real quick first.
Leave it to me.
turn.
Alright, we got Anemona back as well. So let's put her in. Okay, it wasn't up here. Okay, never mind then. We'll just deal with the trolls. Oh wow, there's so many of them. Oh gosh, I ran into that one.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Make yourself
Man, these trolls are tanky as heck, man. I mean, then again, they are level 64.
fall back.
Ah, of course they'd come from a blind spot.
Return to the shop.
Whoops.
My turn.
Alright, we'll deal with this one first. Alright, one at a time. Oh wait, did we aggro another one? No, okay. I thought, considering where the lightning launched after hitting the draw, I thought there was another one nearby. Okay, 4 left.
Let's end this here.
Okay, oh gosh, it ran so far. Oh great, we're dealing with 2 again. Alright. 3 left. Let's go. And this one just had to walk out of range. Whoa, that was very close. Nope, don't jump up there, please. Thank you.
Leave it to me. Return to the shop.
Ooh dear. Let's heal up. There we go.
Leave it to me.
Alright, this should finish it. There we go. Alright, and now we have to talk to Dogi in a bit. Alright, we can't go this way. Can we go up the stairs? Yes, we can. Okay. We haven't actually been up here, so there might be something. Okay, no, doesn't look like it. Okay, then next up, the prison infiltration. Yeah, well, let's hand in the quest with Dogi first, shall we?
Oh, and one other thing. I know you were reporting to Aprilis on your subjugation quest. With her gone, you can just report to me in her stead. Shantae Parks and I will figure out a way to get you compensated for it. It's difficult being reminded about what happened to her. But for now, just get out there and put your best foot forward.
Sure thing. Alright.
Alright, let's report in and get our reward.
Good work out there. Here.
Hey! It's the lower tier Bloodfang. Alright, just one more thing left and then we're all done with this,
Let's prepare before heading
stream.
See you later then.
Alright, let's see what Maxim wants us to do.
Crimson Line. Yeah. Leave it to me.
There you are. You got some time to spare right now? Sure? He seems a little different than usual. Maybe you saw the request. Either way, I've got a job for you. One only you monstroms could pull off, since you've snuck into the prison enough times already. Wait, you... what?! You figured it out? You really think I wouldn't? You're not the most discreet customers I've ever had. But don't worry, you've got your business and I've got mine. That's the rule. So much for that. Something must have happened in prison to make you break your policy, right? You think so? It's highly probable given the situation. The Knights have taken hold of the prison under the guise of a revolt, after all. My request is simple. I need you to help me infiltrate the prison. As for the route, I'll direct you. Your only job is to back me up until I reach my objective inside. While the details are lacking, this request does appear to be more than mere impulse. Yeah, I can tell you've been thinking this through. What should we do, Adol? Request accepted, Maxim. Wow, this time it's Maxim paying us for the route. The deal is sealed. Fair warning though, it'll get pretty messy after we sneak in. The prison's currently managed by a whole battalion of knights, most capable men. I won't be able to rely on my usual tricks to get this done. We'll just have to be real careful. No, just the opposite actually. I don't like the sound of that. The Knights and the Romans are still in turmoil. It's the perfect time to strike. All they need is a little push, pandemonium greater than any they've experienced thus far. So you plan to fulfill your objective while their guard is down? I can't say I know your goals, but it's a foolhardy plan to say the least. And who better to call for foolhardy plans than us monstroms, huh? Well, personally speaking, I have something I wouldn't mind looking into there myself. Same here. Getting our hands on some intel will definitely help offset the cost. Have you already planned out our route of entry into the prison? Yeah, I'll lay it out for you now. This'll be your most dangerous job yet. I'm trusting you on this, Monstroms. And so, Adol and his comrades began drafting out an infiltration strategy with Maxim. After informing the Dandelion, preparations were made to carry out the plan. Quest prison infiltration accepted.
It's you.
Alright, let's commence the infiltration. Things will get messy after we sneak in. Make sure you're prepared for it. You ready to begin the operation? Let's begin. Acknowledged. Let's get started. Man, I'm so pumped about this you wouldn't believe. I guess someone has to be. Anyway, what's our first move? We're infiltrating the prison through the path in the entertainment district ramparts. Let's make our way over.
Alright, there are the knights. Actually, this is the most convenient time to be, causing a scene, because the only real human enemies we've actually fought have been the Hieroglyph Knights at this point, no? Look at them, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as ever. Shouldn't be a problem as long as I play it cool. Though it won't be half as fun with that loudmouth Belger missing out. The plan's already in motion, huh? Fine by me. I've been bored stiff without my favorite stooge around. Time for me to make a killing. Oh, this area. Oh, right. We're in. Wait, the way is blocked off. Would you look at that? They've gone and gated the place up. Guess those knights must have been tired of playing zookeeper. Makes you wonder what that place was for to begin with. Anyhow, this looks like it will be tougher than usual to knock down. That won't be necessary. I've already planned for this. But before that, you sure you're willing to go through with this? It's too late to back out now. Fair enough. I'll guide the way. May fortune be with us all. Kaboom! Wow, in multiple places too. What was that? Hell if I know. Fortify our defenses. Oh, and Arthur can flip switches. Nice. There, the path's open. Let's move. Don't stop until you've brought every last one of them to heal. Bit of an extreme way to put it, but I suppose I'm not against it. Now then, everyone, shall we take to the stage?
The courtyard is just up ahead. Time to let loose.
Don't have to tell me. Don't encourage him.
Right, anything here? Nope. Alright, up we go.
It's the Monstrums. They've broken again?
Excuse us, coming through. We're really sorry about this.
Anything here? No, okay. Yeah, the vent is over in that direction as well, if I remember correctly. In that very far left one.
There are too many for us to manage.
Maybe we can lure them somewhere and then use the stairs to get to the entrance.
Why use the stairs when we could kill them all? Oh, hello. Then again, we're not really getting anything out of them, right? So yeah, we can just ignore them. Well, okay, we're getting EXP, sure, but it's still not much, still not much. Okay, where's our destination? This way?
We should be able to get to the West Wing from here. The quickest way there would be directly up.
Okay, up we go then. Let's see, anything on this side? No. Oh, there's a way down. Okay, so this isn't the correct way to go, it seems, but let's have a check of this place. Because I think this is the best view we've got of the prison at this point.
We need a diversion. Drop that chandelier.
Way ahead of you, Maxim.
The monstroms are here.
Well, if it isn't pandemonium we wanted, we're sure to get it now. What the? It's you guys! Oh dear. It's the impersonators. It's those imposters from before. So this is where you've been all this time. Don't act like you didn't know. You're the reason we're even in here. Do you have any idea how much we've been through thanks to you? You want to try saying that again? No. We only have ourselves to blame for being locked up like this. We're just getting what we deserve, forced into hard labor day after day. Boss? I beg of you, on bended knee, please get us out of this cell! We're kind of in a hurry here, so can you give us a good reason to? We've finally seen the light we were meant to lead all along. It all began when we left home 5 years ago. 3 vagabonds forced to turn to a life of... Forget it, this is taking too long. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, for the love of God! Oh wow, Maxim was kind enough. Although I assume Maxim did this just so they can be bait. Come on, boys, let's scram! Yeah! It would seem they are getting away. Oh no. You're nicer than I thought. Nah, I just figured we could get some use out of them. They already look just like you after all. And three of them just got insulted at once. They do not. What's all the commotion here? The monstroms are at it again. They must be around here somewhere. They're beginning to gather. I had Arthur open up the hatch to the roof. Let's take it. We're in the home stretch now. And I'll be raising hell every step of the way. Crimson Line, please. Where are you? There we are.
Crimson Line. Hunter's Descent. Hunter's Descent.
There we go. Oh. I mean, I would have run my way all the way up, but I didn't have enough
Don't have as much time
gear,
as I thought.
meter.
Change of plans. Can you fly from the east wing over to the central wing? I need you to create a diversion there.
Understood.
Alright, this way we go.
Hunter's Descent.
Nope, not this way. Okay, whoops. Never mind then. Where's our destination? Oh, we just need to Crimson Line our way. Do we go down? Okay, no we don't. Okay, that's all the enemies on this side killed off, but... Oh, up here.
Oh, there's someone keeping watch.
Finally, someone to fight.
Whoa, okay, we've been constrained to this area. Well, not really. I'm definitely not feeling sorry for the knights.
They certainly aren't sparing any security in the central wing. Yeah, it's not at all like back when we came to rescue Iris. Guess we won't need to hold back. You said it. Let's give them all we've got. Our destination is the 3rd floor of the North Wing, the special sector. Shall we proceed below? Wait, why couldn't we have just jumped down there? Maxim presses a hidden switch on the side of the fireplace. One of the stone blocks moves slightly, revealing a secret compartment behind. Maxim proceeds to retrieve a ring marked with a white lily from within. The Lilium ring. No sign it's been switched out. With that, the preparations are... Hot dang, Maxim! They hardly even put up a fight. No matter, I have a mission to fulfill. I can only hope the Monstroms manage to pull through. Alright, down we go! Hello, knights. Goodbye, knights. Oh, right, the dash attacks actually work.
You guys are better than this. Put your backs into it.
Looks like some of you have been skipping out on your drills.
Oops. Alright, here we are, the special sector.
Well, hello, special sector.
Oh no, it's the Monstroms!
He totally is the bad guy here.
Oh, Maxim!
Maxis presses a hidden switch on the wall. And a passageway opens. What the? A secret passageway? You act like you've done that a million times already. Just how long have you known about this exactly? I never planned on bringing you for long this far, but... time is of the essence. If you want to know, all you have to do is follow. Well, you heard the man. Yeah, let's go. Alright, down we go. Man, it would have been cool if they just let us jump down here. Maxim takes out the Lilium ring and placing it into a hollow slot in the altar. He then removes the ring marked with the blue lily off from his finger, placing it into a second slot at the altar. Alright, and the passage below. Let's have a look. From there, Adol and the others followed down a long, winding path, until finally they arrived at a singular room. So this is our destination. How long's all this crap been down here? Since the fortress was built, I imagine. This seems to be a part of the prison's foundation. Just who are you, Maxim? Maxim opens the desk drawer and retrieves a seal marked with a beautiful white lily. That's the Lilium crest, the old symbol of the Kingdom of Glea. Then it stands to reason that the royal family once used that seal. The mark of ruling authority, the Great Seal of State. It's only supposed to be passed in succession from king to king, which means... You have ties to the royal family? Exactly. No way someone unrelated to him would have a clue where this was. It also explains why you're so well versed in the layout of this prison, this fortress. I'm nothing more than a man tasked with a mission. My mentor, the one who raised me, he served the royal family for generations. As he aged, I took the mantle. All I'm doing is fulfilling His Majesty's final commands. That day, 8 years ago, when the Kingdom of Glea fell, His Majesty gave me 2 orders while on his deathbed. The first was retrieving this, the Lilium seal, The second was securing the safety of his daughter. Ding! I knew it! His Majesty prioritized these two things over his very life. It was my obligation to comply. So that is the reason. Sounds like the king was a pretty upstanding guy. Not like that bastard General Bourdon. Hold on a second. So the one who rescued Iris when she was little, it was you all along? I'd only planned to leave her with my mentor for a time. But once he saw the trauma on their face, he decided he would raise her himself. Old age finally did him in last year. That must be when Iris set off on her own. But that's got nothing to do with me. She's out of the scope of my duties now. Besides, I doubt she'd even remember my face after all these years. So you have no plans of telling Iris about any of this, do you? Sounds to me like you've got a soft spot for her, all things considered. I won't even dignify that with a response. A member of the royal family is better off staying away from the shadows of society. Sounds like he isn't going to budge on this one. Indeed. I sense company approaching. Well now, aren't you a perceptive one? If this weren't a dead end, you might have managed to slip away. It's that old geezer Seneschal Gilbert. Lucian warned us about him. Don't tell me they just let us lead him. Bleh! Don't tell me they just let us lead them here. Looks like it. I knew something felt off about this whole arrangement. They must have had the same objective. With the Lilium Seal recovered, the people of Glia can finally be at ease. If you could just kindly hand it over. I don't know what your aim is here, but there's no way in hell it has anything to do with the people. The only thing you care about is getting vengeance for your failures 8 years ago. As the surviving remnants of the Glian Royal Army. How very amusing! There are more of you here than I anticipated. Glia's future is looking very bright indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Crimson King? Or should I say, Adol Kristen? Adol who? You can drop the act. We know more about you than even you yourselves. See, we've come across a number of felons among the populace in recent days. I'm sure you must be worried about your precious friends and families, right, girls? Sounds to me like you know something, don't you? Guess that means we're just gonna have to beat it out of you then. Getting out is our first priority. Indeed. I can sense some manner of special fluid coating their blades. Some kind of poison, huh? That's our Seneschal for you. We'd be wise not to underestimate them. Let's try to press our way through. Oh, we have an emergent. Oh, never mind. What is it? It's the Monstrums! They've appeared on the roof of the South Wing! They're opening the main gate as we speak! It won't hold for much longer now! What nonsense are you spouting? Those Monstrums you're after are right. What is the meaning of this? You. Gotcha. That was a special delivery just for you. Hope you enjoy it. You traitorous little... You're wide open! Perhaps it is you who has made the mistake of underestimating us. Pity it had to come to this. Get ready! Oh, come on. It would have been great if we had a fight in this small enclosed area. Adol and the group proceeded to fight their way through the onslaught of knights. With Maxim's guidance, they managed to escape through a different route than they entered. Well, that was troublesome. We didn't end up getting any information out of them either. And search as we did, there were no signs of Felix or Carla in any of the general cells. It's like we figured. They must be in some special location only the knights know of. Indeed, we have managed to narrow things down at the very least. Maxim took out the seal of the Glean royal family before throwing it high into the sky. What? The Glean seal of state? The hell you'd go and doing that for? Was this the plan all along? Correct. His Majesty bade me destroy the seal once I'd retrieved it. I have no intention of handing it over. Not even to His Majesty's daughter herself. No one needs to be swayed by the symbol of a fallen kingdom any longer. I'm surprised he'd go far enough to order something like that. The last king of Glea. He's not a particularly distinguished figure in history, but supposedly, his diplomacy helped stall the hostile Empire's war efforts for years. It only makes sense he'd consider the future of his people in their nation's last moments. Yeah, sounds like Iris had a good man for a father. Huh, so what are you gonna do now? You fulfilled all the king's missions, after all. You don't suppose you'd like to give those cocky knights a good lesson or two? Out of the question. What becomes of Glea is of no consequence to me. Is that right? That's kinda harder to believe. Why even lie about it at this point? Join the Dandelion! Well, why not come to the Dandelion? To your hideout, you mean? I suppose you do have His Majesty's daughter in your charge. Looks like he does still care about Iris after all. Nod. That reminds me. We've yet to receive any rewards for our efforts this time around. A task of a larger scale than anticipated does suggest one should be compensated accordingly. Fair enough. What do you have in mind? Well, how about coming to help us with our work for a while? It's no easy task, but it should be a fine way to pay us back for things today. We could use some fresh entertainment too. Things won't be dull with you around. Stare. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's not skip the event, shall we? You're right. I do owe you all a great deal. Very well then, Monstrums of Balduke. My next mission will be lending you a hand with your own. I can't believe we're still getting more people for the Dandelion. Oops, wrong tab. There we go. With that, Maxim became yet another of the Dandelion's many collaborators.
Alright, that went great!
And ever so close to unlocking the other knocks, which we'll be doing next time.
Yeah. It's you. You buying? You buying or not?
Alright, thankfully, now that Maxim has joined us, getting stuff from him is way more convenient now. Okay, as for everything else, though... Let's see, our next goal is right over here, but we also need to unlock the other knocks down here. Which I'll be doing next time. So for now, I'll end the stream here. Thank you everyone for watching, and everyone that will be watching in the future, and I shall see you all next time.
Yeah, take care, and we shall continue our way through to the aqueduct. And make our way into the restricted sector. The stream after that. Take care.